Have you noticed how difficult it has become to find a real person when you need help? Bank tellers have practically disappeared from our local branches. Paper menus have been replaced by cold, digital QR codes. Customer service has become chatbots and automated kiosks. Even doctor visits are moving behind a screen, making healthcare feel distant. Getting around now requires mastering an app, leaving those without tech behind. We spend minutes trapped in automated voice loops just to hear a human voice. For many people, this feels like progress. We've traded human time for digital efficiency, but at what cost? For a senior living alone, that 2-minute chat with a bank teller might have been their only interaction all day. Now, every disappearing human interaction quietly makes life more lonely. Today's video explores the hidden psychological cost of our digital-first world and why convenience isn't always connection. We often underestimate the importance of brief daily conversations, a greeting from the cashier at the local grocery store, a warm smile from the bank teller who knows your name, a short chat with the pharmacist about more than just a prescription. These tiny moments may last only seconds, but they are the threads that weave us into the fabric of a community. For many retirees, these simple interactions are not just errands, they are vital windows of connection. They provide a sense of emotional well-being that no digital interface can ever replicate. In a world focused on efficiency, we are losing the human in human interaction. When these moments disappear, a profound sense of isolation begins to settle in. Something deeply valuable is being lost, and we are only just beginning to realize its true cost. In our next part, we'll look at the specific digital barriers that turn simple tasks into insurmountable walls. Today, many businesses encourage or even force customers to do everything through an app, from ordering food at your favorite restaurant to booking appointments without a receptionist to talk to. Paying bills has moved from paper statements to digital portals. Even checking in for critical medical visits now often happens at a silent kiosk. These systems are designed to be fast and efficient, but they carry a heavy assumption. They assume every user sees clearly, types quickly, and feels completely comfortable navigating complex technology. For millions of older adults, those assumptions simply aren't true. For them, a simple app update can feel like a wall. When the digital door is the only one open, many people find themselves quietly locked out. In our next segment, we'll look at the invisible barrier, the deep psychological impact of feeling left behind by progress. Imagine needing groceries, just a few essential items for the week, but you arrive to find the only open lanes are self-checkout, requiring you to navigate a machine that often fails to understand you. Imagine visiting a favorite local restaurant for a quiet meal, only to discover there isn't a printed menu anymore, just a small QR code that forces you to squint at a tiny screen. Imagine calling for help with a simple billing question, only to spend 20 minutes trapped in a loop of automated prompts that never seem to offer the option to speak with a human. These aren't just minor inconveniences, they are moments of friction that slowly erode a person's confidence. Eventually, many seniors simply begin avoiding the places and activities that once brought them joy rather than facing the stress of the digital wall. In our next segment, we'll explore the silent retreat, the moment when the digital world becomes so loud that staying home feels like the only safe option. The fear isn't technology itself. It's the fear of making a visible, costly mistake. Imagine the anxiety of a shaky finger hovering over a confirm button, knowing one wrong tap could send your life savings to the wrong place. Or the crushing, repetitive frustration of being locked out of your own accounts because of a forgotten password you can no longer retrieve without help that isn't human. These aren't just technical glitches, they are moments of profound vulnerability. Psychologists know that repeated feelings of uncertainty and shame slowly erode a person's core confidence. Over time, that confidence turns into avoidance. We stop trying because the emotional cost of failure becomes too high to bear, and avoidance slowly, quietly becomes isolation. The world moves forward at high speed, while millions feel they are being left behind in the silence. In our final part, we'll explore the solutions, how we can begin to bridge this digital divide and restore the human connection we all need. There was a time when everyday errands naturally created opportunities to connect with others. Banks were more than just institutions. They were neighborhoods' hubs. Post offices provided a daily destination for a quick hello and a shared moment. Local cafes and neighborhood stores were the social fabric of our communities. These places weren't just businesses, they were essential gathering places. They were the heart of the community. But as more services move online, these vital community spaces are becoming quieter and many are closing their doors for good. For many older adults, the chance for a spontaneous, face-to-face conversation is becoming increasingly rare. The digital world promises convenience, but we must ask ourselves, are we willing to pay the price of losing our community spaces? Thank you for watching Digital Isolation. Technology promises to bring people closer together, offering instant connection at the touch of a button. Yet, for millions of seniors, the reality is a growing feeling of being more disconnected than ever before. This isn't because they dislike technology or refuse to adapt. It's because they feel left behind by the very progress that was supposed to include them. When every simple task requires another app, another complex password, or yet another software update, daily life can quickly begin to feel like an exhausting obstacle course instead of an empowering tool. This is the digital wall, a barrier made of code and convenience that quietly separates generations. In our next part, we'll examine the human solution and how some communities are fighting back to bring the human touch back to essential services. Artificial intelligence can answer questions with remarkable precision. Automation can speed up transactions and eliminate wait times in ways we never thought possible. But neither can replace genuine human empathy. Sometimes what people need isn't a faster answer or a more efficient algorithm. It's a patient voice that stays on the line until the problem is truly solved. It's a reassuring smile from a face you recognize at your local branch. It's someone willing to truly listen to the story behind the question. Human connection has always been one of our greatest sources of emotional strength. It is the anchor that keeps us grounded in an increasingly virtual world. In our next part, we'll look at the movement to bring the human back into the heart of essential service. As society becomes increasingly digital, families become even more important than ever before. A shared meal is no longer just about food, it's a sanctuary of face-to-face connection in a screen-filled world. Taking the time to help a parent or grandparent learn a new device isn't just about the technology, it's about the patience and care behind the lesson. These small acts communicate something powerful that no app can replicate. You are not alone. A simple walk together provides the kind of presence and attention that truly nourishes the soul. In a world of digital likes and notifications, a genuine physical hug remains one of our most vital needs. Sometimes the greatest technology we can offer someone is simply our time and our undivided attention. In our next segment, we'll look at how we can rebuild our public spaces to ensure no one is left behind. The solution to digital isolation isn't to reject technology or turn back the clock. The solution is to design it with everyone in mind from the very first line of code. That means larger text for better visibility and clear instructions that don't rely on technical jargon. It means simple navigation that feels intuitive, not like an obstacle course. And whenever possible, it means having a real person available to help when the digital tools aren't enough. A hybrid world where efficiency and empathy coexist is a world that works for everyone. Innovation should never come at the cost of inclusion. In fact, true innovation is inclusion. In our next part, we'll look at the communities leading the way in building a future that leaves no one behind. Think about an older person in your life, a parent, a grandparent, or perhaps a neighbor living just down the street. Ask yourself, When was the last time I truly reached out? When was the last time I called just to hear their voice? When was the last time I visited or shared a simple cup of coffee and some undivided time? Technology is designed to connect devices, but only people have the power to connect hearts. Digital photos on a screen can't replace the feeling of a shared memory held in your hands. Sometimes one simple visit or a short walk together can brighten an entire week and dissolve a sense of isolation. You have the power to break through the digital wall for someone you care about today. In our final segment, we'll recap why this mission matters for all of us and how we can all build a more inclusive future. The future doesn't have to choose between technology and humanity. We can build a world that embraces innovation while preserving compassion. A world where no one is left behind simply because they age differently. If this message resonated with you, please share it with someone who cares about the older adults in their life. Subscribe to Golden Wisdom for thoughtful conversations about psychology, healthy aging, and meaningful human connection. Because growing older should never mean growing invisible. Thank you for watching this series. We'll see you in the next one.